Hello and welcome to my twin flame journey. I am Shine, and this is going to be the April reading for the sign of Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. And be sure to check your Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus to get additional messages. Also keep in mind that these readings are general, so take what resonates and leave the rest. If you'd like a personal reading, all of the information is below. And since this is still a relatively new spread, I have my notes here as far as what the questions are. And depending on how much time we have, when I do the clarifiers, I would like to incorporate the reversals, and I might have to, again, refer to my notes just to double check on the meanings of reversals, because some of them are obvious and some of them are not. So bear with me while I'm still trying to memorize all of that. What we have here is the situation of what you'll be dealing with, what Spirit's advice for you is, what the higher message involved is, like what you should be aspiring to. This is what is the it is like, what is the challenge, or what do you need to be, because I didn't write it specifically here. What is the challenge, or what you need to be aware of in order to bring about a positive end result? This is the why this is happening. This is what you're thinking, feeling, or doing about it. This is your advice, and this is what the possible outcome could be should you follow this advice. And like I said, I will refer to, let me just stick this over here, I will refer to my notes on the reversal. And we do have the new camera. This is the trial of the new camera. So this is the first video that I'm doing using it. So hopefully there won't be any audio issues. So let's get right into the reading. Okay, let me move this over here. Now you have, to begin with, well, we have the devil, which isn't a good thing. We have the Knight of Wands in reverse, which is, again, not such a doozy card. And then we have the Six of Swords in the reverse. And then we have the Seven of Cups. Now, the devil, of course, refers to addictions, feeling trapped or confined, either within our own self or in a situation. It is also something that I would say is voluntary, but again, it's all about choices, right? We can choose or not choose to behave a certain way. Well, some of us can. Some can't help it. If it's some psychological issue, there'd be a lot of effort, or it's impossible. But most of the time, it is voluntary bondage, or it's, just thinking that we're stuck in something, but we're not. We have more power and control over the situation than we give ourselves credit for. It's hopelessness or being pessimistic. It's again, negativity or any kind of constraint. And the longer you stay in that energy or this situation, the worse it becomes. It sucks the life out of you, needless to say, because nobody likes to feel trapped, even within their own, again, patterns of behavior or situation. It's also, a way of looking for a scapegoat, something else to blame our situation on outside of our own, again, choices. Because many times, again, we want to blame this situation or that situation or my parents or the past or this, but in the truth, You have control over your own life in the present. And you have a choice, again, in the present to get out of this. Now, the Knight of Wands is that I have my notes here because there's so many meanings. I don't want to forget anything. The Knight of Wands, if you're dealing with an individual, this is somebody, if it's in the reverse, this is somebody who's, you know, kind of a player. So again, maybe between the devil and this, it's kind of a strong, you know, sexual attraction to somebody that you know is not someone who easily commits. This is also about, you know, being scattered in our energy as far as which direction to go, again, to get out of something like this. It's delays from moving forward. It stands for frustration, you know, getting nowhere in a situation and feeling annoyed by it, again, feeling trapped. It's a feeling of a loss of personal power or a negative use of power. Again, somebody who can be manipulative in some ways. Again, a player type. It's also trying to hide one's lack of control over oneself. It's low self-esteem. Again, pessimism, impulsive behaviors, restless, lacking foresight. Again, not being able to see the forest for the trees to get oneself out of the situation. Again, if someone who could be a player type is someone who pursues their own interests, or this could be you, doing or saying things that they later regret. Again, this could be you or the person you're dealing with. And the Six of Swords in reverse is feeling like, again, we're stuck. Like you cannot move on from a situation or out of a situation, you know, carrying that burden, that weight of feeling trapped. It's could also symbolize depression, listlessness, you know, lacking energy and motivation, again, because you don't know which direction to go. So you're just kind of stuck in the limbo. It's unresolved issues, physical or mental challenges, again, of being stuck. It's trying to move on from the past. It's doubts, but knowing that you need to move forward to a better life for yourself. It's also resisting transition, resisting change. Again, by keeping ourselves stuck in something that we're not really stuck in, all it takes is a matter of choice to get out of it. And if you're carrying any negative, sorry for the sound, any negative emotions or character traits or behavior patterns, if you're resisting change within yourself to let go of those things, it's going to affect your present as well as your future relationships if you don't deal with it. And there's a need to release something here, either oneself out of a situation or from our mental thoughts or pains or whatever it is that we're harboring from a past situation. And then the Seven of Cups obviously deals with choices, wanting to make the right choice because there's options here and you don't want to choose wrong. It's dreams and thoughts as illusions, not wanting to be in fooling oneself in regards to a situation. It's a need for illumination. It's temptations versus the best choice. Again, delusions of grandeur. It's we can be tempted to stay in the same old because it's all we've known, or we can be tempted to keep ourselves stuck but we're needing to, again, get out of that. It's, again, being cautious in our choices, thoughtful, again, of planning our next steps. I don't think I see anything else here. But there is a sense of, again, confusion. Confusion and feeling stuck. And Spirit's advice for you is to look for a sign. And I don't know if I want to read from that. I mean, it's kind of self-explanatory, where it's, universe might be trying to send you messages through the tarot, through synchronicities, through your own higher self, through your dreams. Universe is trying to assist you, to guide you, to give you some kind of idea of how to get yourself out of this, how to move forward, how to release the things that need to be released, how to make the best choice for you and your future. Now, why this is happening is we have the woman of the world, which could be you. This is a person, this is like the Nine of Cups, independent, worldly. She's got her stuff together. This could also be someone, if this isn't you, this could be someone who's at a distance, because woman of the world stands for someone who might be far from us. And then we have communication, storm, home, and jealousy. So jealousy can stand for jealousy, can also stand for any of our, again, negative emotions that we might be harboring. This could be associated with the Devil card here. Anger, resentment, fear, fear of taking off a mask and revealing how we feel. Again, it could be our own behaviors that are keeping us stuck, our own past ways of being that we know that we need to get out of in order to evolve, to change, to have better results in our life in general or in our relationships. Now, either you are needing to communicate with this person, or this is you waiting to hear from some communication. This storm is about, weathering the storm, or how to get through the difficulty, which is kind of like the Six of Swords in reverse here, in regards to someone that you shared a home with, your current living situation. So this is either you fearing to communicate with someone who could be at a distance from you, someone that you had a falling out with. This could be a past relationship, wanting to weather the storm, but unsure of how to go about it. Perhaps you wanting to build a home life with this person again. Feeling, again, stuck, but it's mental stuck. Or, I'm not doing masculine and feminine here, like in the weekly readings, but a lot of masculines were stuck in codependent relationships, wanting to leave that and go back to who they were with previously, which is their, soulmate or twin flame. So again, this, if you're the masculine, this could again be you feeling stuck in your current situation. You being fearful still of opening up, of communicating, because you're needing to reveal some truths, to come clean on your deceptions. Again, or if you're the one waiting for that communication, you're fearing that you're never going to hear anything, that things won't be resolved. And let me see if let's do a couple of clarifiers here. Try to find out who's who in the scenario. Okay. Jealousy. Let's do jealousy. On jealousy, we have il pensiero, which is someone who's in deep thought, who's trying to think, figure out a way how to communicate. Again, possibly overcoming one's fears, taking off one's mask, revealing how you feel. Again, revealing truths, coming clean on our deceptions. And then we have Giovine Fanciulla, which is an attraction to a young lady. Again, maybe thinking of a way how to reveal how you feel about someone, letting go of those fears. Storm, we have Donati. A lot of people are dealing with financial issues. We have Fidelta, which is, loyalty, faithfulness, fidelity. La Reunion, reuniting with someone, a relationship. This can stand for, a marriage or a current committed situation, or wanting again to reunite with someone that we're possibly at a distance from. We have Casa, which is again like home here, home life, home living situation, feeling in despair, feeling distraught, not knowing what to do, all in your thoughts, again, feeling trapped, feeling stuck. We have Stanza, which is about intimacy, privacy, revealing secrets. We got the disheveled room here. Again, so whatever truths are needing to be revealed, there's a fear of doing that. Fear of, again, people looking at us a certain way. So again, we're trying to hold on to the, what was I going to say, the illusion, but we're needing to come out of illusions, even as far as the illusion of the stories that we tell ourselves, to justify our actions, when really we could have chose a better way, one that wasn't self-serving. Again, this could be you or the person you're dealing with. I'm trying to draw also from what the weeklies and monthlies have been showing. Again, I don't know if you're the masculine or the feminine in this situation. And again, a masculine feminine stands more for energy, not necessarily gender. So if you've been resonating with whatever side in the weeklies and the monthlies, you'll understand what I'm talking about here. Again, people might have financial issues, and that's what's keeping them stuck, feeling like they're stuck in this codependent relationship, or it's preventing them from reuniting with the person that they want to be with. Again, but this is like, it's not just one issue. This seems to be a multi-layer of things going on here that need to be resolved, that there's a desire to resolve them, but there's also a fear to do it, because people can fear being rejected or fear losing what they have, even though what they have isn't making them so happy. I'm trying to think. If there's anything else I want to add to this. Luckily, they've all been in the upright. I haven't had to look. Oh, well, we got Fortuna in reverse. This is on communication. So Fortuna obviously is like the wheel of fortune, the karmic wheel, good fortune. And then we have Gran Signore, which is, somebody who's 45 years or older. This is man of high society, man about town, a man about town, man who's got his stuff together in the upright. It's a positive card. Again, maybe feeling like we need to have our stuff together in order to communicate, because we want to be seen differently. But the communication is what's going to make you be seen differently, not necessarily, I'll say, the material things or whatever. This is more about people need to have heart-to-heart conversations. People need to reveal how they feel. People need to take off their masks. People need to come clean in their deceptions. People need to, again, discuss things, heal things, transcend things, to know where you stand, to get some direction. But again, it's a lot of people keeping themselves stuck, all in their heads, or clinging on to ways of being that need to go, or hanging on again to the energy of whatever's transpired in the past. And then we have here new beginning. So again, this is either you wanting to have a new beginning, have a conversation about wanting to have a new beginning, wanting to turn things around for the better. Let me just check Fortuna in reverse if there was anything else that I'm missing. Slow or delayed success. Small luck, or looking for a lucky break. Or you feel like maybe there's been a lack of communication, so that's why things haven't been moving forward. But again, it's people are trying to hold their ground, and in one way, the person who was wronged, they're trying to hold their ground because they're looking for something that this other person has not been willing to give, which is dropping their pride and choosing love over, again, their own toxic behaviors or karmic behaviors, repetitive cycles that they're in, letting go of stuff that needs to be let go of, coming clean, again, giving the other person a reason to consider having you in their life again. You know, you have to show them that you've learned and changed and grown, or this is you looking for that from the other person. So again, if you don't see that, you're not going to want to entertain the idea of reconciling. Again, people who have been hurt, you know, you've broken a trust. Not to say this is you or the person that you're dealing with has broken a trust. So again, people are looking for a sign that, again, that the person is capable of change, or that they can change. And you show the person that, again, by opening up, by communicating. You know, they probably already know about your financial situation. They already know about your tendencies and you know, what if this is a soulmate, a twin flame relationship, they're kind of aware of what's going on. They're just waiting for you to step up to the plate. Again, could be you waiting for it, or if you're the person I'm speaking about, you're needing to do these things to kind of move yourself into the result that you want to have. Now, what you're currently thinking, feeling, or doing about it is you're trying to have hope because you've gained some wisdom, or you're trying to apply the wisdom from whatever the situation was, you know, what it taught you. We have vulnerable. This is again about needing to open up, needing to express oneself, or, you know, if you're fearing opening up to somebody, if someone is trying to come back into your life, you know, you're trying to remain hopeful, and apply the wisdom. But, you know, again, you might have some fears of opening up, again, letting this person back in, because maybe they haven't been showing you what they need to show you in order for you to feel secure enough to entertain it again. And we have fame, which is all about success. Wanting to have success in the situation, wanting things turn around for the better, wanting there to be, you know, abundance in the relationship because you've gained some clarity. If you're a person who's trying to reconcile, again, with this woman of the world, or if you're the other person waiting for someone else to communicate, or you know, and a lot of feminines have kind of gotten to the point where they've been fed up with everything, tired of waiting, tired of dealing with people that lie to cover up their lies or that aren't showing any growth. So this could also be you trying to overcome again the hurts and pains of the past, to try to be optimistic about your own future, to be able to move on, to release yourself from, you know, feeling burdened or weighed down or trapped in this confusion or this waiting, because you again have gained wisdom, gained clarity, and you perhaps are looking towards meeting someone new, even having everything that you want in a new relationship with someone else because you feel like the other person isn't stepping up or nothing's going to change, you know, and you could have gained some clarity in that. Now, we'll do a couple of clarifiers here. Clarity. Clarity, when we got depression or malto, low morale, again, not feeling it, just not feeling like either putting in the effort anymore into a situation that you feel like isn't going to change, you know, or perhaps if you're the person that knows that in order to follow your heart, you're needing to get rid of some behavior patterns that need to go, karmic things that you should have learned if you're wanting to reconcile with this person, and it's maybe giving you some depression. All this clarity and truth that you're realizing is making you feel a little bummed because again, you realize what you lost and you realize what you're going to need to do. Sorry. Let us wait for the siren. Okay. There's your state of emergency. Again, and all of it could be making you just feel crappy, sad, depressed, anxious, regretful, resentful, whatever your emotions are involved in this, whatever side of the coin that you fall on. And then we have dottore, which is a lawyer, a doctor, someone who can solve a problem. This is also about healing. Now, these two cards together, I mean, the Amalto and the dottore, you know, there could be clarity around a person who is sickly, you know, and that you've been kind of, I want to say taken care of, but you know, who knows? Some people might be in a situation, even if it's a codependent situation with the person that you're involved with. You know, you're dependent on them for certain things, but they might be dependent on you just for, again, two codependents feeding each other stuff. Both hiding the truths from themselves, both not even maybe realizing what they're doing or why they're in certain situations or why they keep attracting certain situations. But some of you might be in a current situation where, you know, they're helping you out in a financial sense, and you're kind of there keeping them company or aiding them in some way because maybe they're a person who's got health issues. So there's the idea of knowing that you're not happy in that situation and that you want to leave it. But again, feeling some kind of way because if I'm going by the storylines, you know you have to leave something behind to go towards something else. So either way, ending one situation can be tough for whatever reasons. If you're codependent in it, and plus maybe because you feel guilty because you don't, you're leaving a person who's, you know, not well health-wise, and so you're staying in it even though you're not happy, or the fact that you got to take off mask and reveal your lies and deception to them, to the other person. Like if no wonder you're feeling trapped and stuck, because it's again, but we all make our beds and we have to lie in them, right? And but at some point, it's you got to hold yourself accountable and you got to do the right thing. I don't know why my screen went off. You got to do the right thing for yourself, for everybody involved. And perhaps this is where this clarity is coming from. You're not going to have true happiness, true abundance, unless some things change. Or, you could be just depressed because you want to heal a situation because you've gained clarity. You know what you want now. Or you feel depressed because you know another situation can't heal. So this is general. So let's see, clarity. So was something else flipped over here? Yes, there was another card. Oh, we had the precious gift. This could be, realizing what is precious to us. That's why we feel depressed, because we realize what we've lost and we want to heal a situation. This could also be, wanting to make some kind of offer. To whether it's to be in a relationship with the person, again, give your apologies, etc. And you realize what's valuable. Wisdom, we have Laterato, which is someone who's, doing some self-reflecting, trying to discover a way to have success, to open up, to be vulnerable. Whoops. And then we have the Nadi on the wisdom. So it's again, maybe, trying to discover a way to get some money in order to travel to see someone, because this is also a traveling card. So you might be stuck in your current situation because you don't have any money, again, and you're codependent on somebody else. So again, you're feeling stuck and don't know what to do. This is also deals with investments, and it could be financial investments or wanting to invest in the relationship. Oof. And then we have Lanemika, excuse me, which is the female foe, or someone who's we think is against us, or who we feel if we reveal our ways, or if we leave a person, that we might be met with this because we've been, just with them for financial reasons. Or again, this is if you're looking to heal a situation, you're looking for this person to not view you in a negative light anymore. And that could be possibly why too you're attempting to try to get yourself together, so when you do make this offer, you feel like you're coming across as, a changed person, a person who's working on themselves. Like you want to kind of show, not just tell. Because maybe you're thinking that will give you a better chance at this person taking you back. But again, it's not so much, it's about honesty. It's about communication. It's about how you feel. That's the groundwork that you build upon. Money comes and goes. The health issues come and go. But it's the foundation is based in respect, honesty, consideration, love, Like, these are the things, and again, holding oneself accountable, showing that we've changed. Like, these are all things that you can do without having to show that you're, you know, a CEO of a company now, and now you're ready to whatever. You know what I mean? Um, what is the higher message? Let's see what the higher message involved here is. Well, it's joy. By enjoying this moment, I am giving thanks to God for my life. Even in the difficult times, there's a gem in there. And usually the gem is what you discover within yourself, how you get through something. You know, based in your character, your integrity, your courage, your strength. It's be grateful for even the tough stuff, because it's shaping you into who you're meant to become. So try to find the joy somehow, or go towards what makes you happy. And they want you to be enthusiastic. Whatever I am most passionate about is the direction I follow. It's like you gotta have positive thinking and not negative thinking. Don't stay in the woe-is, the shoulda, woulda, couldas, or in fear. You have to be kind of excited about what will happen if I do this. What will happen if I let go of this? What will happen if I make the effort, if I change, if I stop, you know, living a life of deceptions? Or it's about being enthusiastic of the road ahead, of who you're becoming by evolving, by changing, by letting go, by learning. And they want you to have hope. I trust that God has a wonderful solution and brilliant plans in store for me. Know that no matter what, whatever you're leaving behind, what's coming in the future is better than what you'd be leaving behind. Especially if it's something that's toxic, especially if it's something that's karmic or codependent, or a way of being that has been plaguing you your entire life, and that has affected your relationships, affected your career, affected your path in some negative aspect, and getting those aha moments and realizing what's within us that's got to go, that needs to change, not blaming other things, other people, past situations. It's about you. And where you are in life now is based on your choices much of the time. Sometimes outside circumstances happen, but again, that's fate. And your destiny is created by your free will choices, what you do after that event, how you handle it. Do you change and grow and learn and move forward? Or do you stay in the negative, stay in the woe-is, stay in cyclical patterns, keep choosing the same partners, the same situations, finding yourself in the same situations? Again, it's because of choices that you're making. Something's gotta change here. And this is either you, again, or the person you deal with, or a little bit of both. Because again, it takes two to tango. Everybody is playing their role. Now, the advice for you is retreat. It's time to disconnect from the world. This could be getting together with the person that you're wanting to be with, spending time together, talking, or telling you to get out of this, retreat, get out of this toxic situation, and move towards your heart's desire, or what's going to make you happy, and do that with enthusiasm and hope. We have chemistry. There's a strong magnetic attraction here. So again, if you're wanting to go back to the person who you can't get off your mind, who you know is your soulmate, or you know is your twin flame, you're needing to get out of the situation you're in now, if you're in a situation, or just get out of your own way by, again, letting go of fear, opening up, speaking truths to heal a situation, to move it forward, to change for the better, because you do feel attraction, a draw to that person. Now we have here, release your ex. The time has come to clear your energy. So this could be literally you needing to release yourself from this past relationship, move on. This could be releasing, again, our own patterns of behavior, our own stinking thinking, whatever's keeping us stuck. This could also be about, forgiving someone if they're showing you that they've learned and changed and grown, to release the past so that you can move forward. Again, but only do that if the person's actually showing you genuine growth. And then the universe says to trust. This situation is calling for you to have faith. Now, there can also be trust issues here. And in order to help heal trust issues, that is shown through consistency, through effort. If you want to gain someone's trust back, you can't continue to lie. You can't cover up your lies with more lies. You can't be deceptive. So that trust might be an issue here, or calling for you to have faith that when one door closes, another one opens, or for you to have trust in the fact that you are meant to be with this person, but you need to release things. You need to let go in order to be open to receiving. So take whichever one resonates there. Now, what you need to be aware of, or what challenge you might be facing, and how, what needs to be done in order to have a positive outlook. A positive outcome. We have the spiral dancer, circuitous root, perception. And then we have the desert prince, survival and false promises. And then we had the spiral, the spirit whisperer in reverse, which comes up in the challenge position. These are the ally, so this is good. Divine guidance and higher knowing. So this is perhaps not following one's divine guidance or higher knowing. Let's see what they say. Spiral dancer. Spiral dancer moves with her own rhythm and steps to music only she can hear. She takes you on a path that is winding and circular. She assures you that what you're experiencing as a setback is really part of an upward spiral. Perception is everything. You're not retracing your steps or going backward, but rather around and up. She says that you can be comforted, knowing that your path is one of success, adventure, and experience. Follow her, for she dances along a magical way. If you're asking about a relationship, keep on dancing and magic will soon happen. That's why they say look for a sign. Also, it's okay to allow someone else to take the lead at this time. Make sure to let others know that you're open. Always remember that relationships are mirrors and will show you the past, the present, and the potential future. All relationships have a destiny. Each is a sacred teacher with valuable lessons to share, even if it appears that the two of you are dancing in different directions. All the steps are perfect, even when you may seem to be stumbling. The spirit dancer is a reminder that destiny's true path is seldom straight. But of course, it's sometimes the challenges are there for a reason. And it's always about learning lessons, growth, becoming better versions of ourselves through experiences. That's why it says, even in the crap, there's a gem in there. And the gem is usually what you find within yourself. How you overcome things, even overcoming our shadow side, our tendencies, our behaviors. It's all good. It's all for your benefit. It's all about perception, how you're looking at a situation. Even if you're not going to get back together with someone, if this was a karmic lesson, know that you had to learn it so that you can become better. And now you're going to attract someone who resonates at a higher vibration, one that you won't have to go through that karmic lesson with, because you've learned it, you've overcome it. That's why they say these relationships are mirrors. They're there to teach you something about yourself. And when it discusses here about allowing someone else to take the lead, make sure you let others know that you're open. Again, you have to be vulnerable. You have to take off the masks. If you love someone, if you want to work it out, if you want to be with someone, you have to express that. You have to let them know. Being in one's head and not taking any actions and not speaking up out of fear, out of whatever it is, it only keeps you stuck, and it keeps the relationship from moving forward. It keeps you from moving forward. But understand that even when all seems crappy, there's a reason for it. And it's very important that you learn the reason and apply it. Now we have the Desert Prince. When you stumble upon the Desert Prince, you receive a gift. That's what that little gift was up there. The plant life that exists in the desert environment is well defended, tough and succulent, even though it gets little or no water. In spite of external conditions, extraordinary life can form and thrive. So even when we're feeling, this is when we're feeling in our darkness, but it's like maybe you've been planted there for a reason. You know, plants and stuff are seeds in the dirt with no sunlight, no water, and that seed has to sprout and find its way up through the dirt, climb its way out of its own darkness, release itself from its own self so that it can grow. It can reach for the sun. It can reach for its joy, its happiness, its love. It's, it's all about the struggle. And know that even though you might feel you were in a dark place, it's for you to find your own light and to persevere through that. Be tough, have courage, and dare to dream no matter what the circumstances. It may seem to be a hard time, but not only will you survive, you will thrive. In spite of conditions, you'll succeed. Dry spells are also true tests of faith and courage. Expect nothing less than what is in your most precious dreams and what miracles manifest. Now, this is kind of, like I said, life is like school. And we're all here to live and learn. And these trials and tribulations and situations we find ourselves in, again, a lot of it has to do with our own choices. And we make those choices based on our beliefs or our conditioning, from childhood, even what love looked like to us. So again, we find these relationships and we enter into these relationships because they're meant to teach us something that a wound that we need to heal. And this is always the test. Don't call upon the universe and stuff just in times of woe. But again, it's being able to maintain your faith, your optimism, your hope in spite of whatever you're going through, and know that the universe is always rooting for you. Your spirit guides, your angels, they all want you to succeed. They all want you to learn. They all want you to get it and grow and prosper and be happy and have everything that you came in this world to achieve. To get out of your own way. And then in the challenger position for the spirit whisper warns that you're about to go astray and you need her guidance. Red flags are waving and you must pay attention lest you find yourself cleaning up messes you didn't even know you've made. She challenges you to start again and trust your intuition. In time, you will be back on track. On this occasion, you can't possibly go wrong since you're that much more aware of the possible challenges you need to step away from. If this is about a relationship, you may be repeating something in your past that you don't need to relearn. Stay away, as this may end up a costly distraction. That said, lessons learned over and over make for great wisdom later. So I said, if you keep repeating karmic cycles, or, eventually you get it. And sometimes it will take something that was so painful that you have no choice but to get smacked awake. And for some of you, depending on what you were dealing with, maybe it is time to live and learn, let go, and be open to new relationships. Don't keep yourself stuck. Or if you're trying to reconcile with somebody, don't stay in this mentality, in this behavior. Do what you need to do. Change your ways, change your situation so that you're not, again, staying in another repeated karmic relationship, another codependent situation. It's about forward movement. realizing what needs to go and let it go. Now, yeah, and don't go back to situations with people who aren't showing you any growth or change. Stay away from those narcissists. And then we got forgiving and learning. This is the possible outcome should you heed the advice. Forgiving and learning. As you release and heal the past, you experience more love in the present moments. And then we got finances and career. Financial issues are a factor in your love life right now. And then we have love yourself first. Your self-respect makes you more romantically attractive. And then we have engagement. Your love life is ascending to a higher level of commitment. So if this is about needing to let go of our own negative patterns, thoughts, they're telling you love yourself enough to want to invest in yourself, to change, so that you can ascend to a higher state of being within yourself. You can also have better relationships be attracted towards you because you're loving yourself. You're not attracting people that are looking to take advantage of you and be manipulative. Forgiving and learning is obviously for yourself, not just for the other person. It's about forgiving oneself for not knowing better or for not realizing or whatever it is. It's about also being willing to forgive the other person so that we can again heal and move on and release this toxic energy. Finances and career. Many people are needing to focus on this. Some of you, depending on which scenario you're fitting in, perhaps some of you, should you come back together with certain people, because it ain't going to be for all of you, but perhaps you're meant to do something together. If you're twin flames, you might have some kind of career work that you're meant to do together. You have a destined thing. Of course, it's all free will choices, but something that was prearranged to happen. Should you get over all this stuff, should you get over yourself, should you live and learn, and you guys can come together and work it out, perhaps again, that will lead you on to some kind of spiritual work or career stuff that you're meant to do together. Or this could be just telling you, forgive and learn, focus on yourself, love yourself first, move forward. And on that note, my lovelies, I send you love and light, healing and luck in regards to this and anything else you might be going through. Please like, subscribe, and share if you haven't already, and leave comments because I love to see how things resonate. Also, I uploaded a video with a brief introduction on something that I would like to start doing. It's called Satsang Saturdays, and I would like to do it twice a month, the second and fourth Saturday of each month. It will be pre-recorded until I get enough of a group of people to start to do it live, because people have different schedules and so forth. And in the video, if you check it out on the home page, I'm asking for people to submit a question that they may want some guidance with. This will not involve tarot cards. This is just advice that I will be giving people based on what I know about psychology, my own experiences, what I know about spiritual stuff and, soulmate relationships and all of that. So if you have a question, please send it in. And if I get about 10 questions, I'll know whether or not I can begin on the second week or the last week, because I would like it to be about an hour long. And towards the end of it, I would like to close it out with, a positive affirmation, a central thought, and a little bit of a meditation. So it's a kind of a meeting of the minds, a spiritual community, and I would like to talk about different things each time. And I would base, right now I'm trying to base on what the topic will be based on the questions. So that's why I give those 2 weeks for people to submit their questions, so I kind of will know, okay, well, what are we going to talk about today? I'll start it off that way and see how it goes, or else I will throw out what that week's discussion is going to be about, and whoever has questions about that topic, you can submit them. But for right now, I'm kind of open to whatever questions you have, just to see how it goes. So please do send in those questions. You can send it through YouTube or on the About Me page. There's the business inquiries, which shows the email address, or you can message somehow through YouTube. I think they still have the message feature there. Or you can leave a comment on the community tab on my channel. And if you don't mind me mentioning your name or whatever username that you have. So please do that, and we can see what kind of nice things that we can get out of it. Hopefully something good. So until next time, take care. Bye-bye.